Title: Working. The ice does not forgive. Alternative: Arctic. Survival is not about strength. The story, her name, was Lena Morozova. The name sounded ironic, far too soft for the world she was heading into. Lena was not a scientist, not a soldier. Officially, she was the expedition's photographer. Unofficially, she was the reason many of the men forgot why they were on the ship at all. She knew it, and she knew how to use it. Tall, graceful, with cold gray eyes and a smile that could be either a promise or a warning. In the narrow corridors of the research vessel, Polaris 7, her presence was stronger than the hum of the engines. There were 22 people on board. 20 of them were men: geologists, climate scientists, mechanics, navigators. Men used to discipline, but not to a woman who looked at you as if she was the one choosing, not being chosen. The captain pretended not to notice the tension. He was wrong. Day 14, the Arctic. The ice was alive. It cracked, breathed, shifted. The Arctic was never dead. It simply waited. That evening, a storm began. Not a normal storm, not just wind, something else. The radar went insane. The compass shook, communication vanished within minutes. Then came the impact. A deafening blow, as if the ocean itself had decided to close the door behind them. The hull tore open. The cold rushed in instantly. Lena remembered fragments, screams, red emergency lights, freezing water climbing up her legs, someone's hand pushing her into an emergency compartment. Then, darkness. When she woke up, it was quiet. Too quiet. A white horizon, wreckage, ice stretching endlessly in every direction, and 4 people, her and 3 men. The survivors, Alexei Kravtsov, former military, silent. His scars spoke more honestly than words. Mark Walter, an engineer, intelligent, nervous, used to thinking, not fighting. Ilya Romanov, a geologist, charismatic, loud, always used to being in charge. And Lena. From the entire expedition, only them. The first day, they built a fire from broken equipment, found emergency rations, assembled a temporary shelter from pieces of the ship. No one said it out loud, but everyone understood. Rescue was uncertain. The temperature was dropping. No communication. Their chances melted faster than the ice beneath the fire. That was when the real tension began. Lena noticed it first, the changing looks. Voices growing louder than necessary, each man trying, in his own way, to claim leadership. But there was a problem. Leadership didn't work without her. She was the one who kept morale alive, fueled conflict, held everyone's attention, and she understood the value of her presence. Lena didn't flirt. She controlled distance. Sometimes a glance. Sometimes silence. Sometimes a step closer than needed. The Arctic was freezing, but between them, it was getting hot. The third night, Ilya proposed a risky plan, to head south on foot. Alexei strongly opposed it. Mark hesitated. The argument turned into shouting. Then Lena spoke, quietly, but enough to silence everyone. If we keep competing with our egos, we will die here. The silence became heavy. Alexei looked at her differently. Mark, with respect. Ilya, with irritation. She had taken control. Day 6 supplies were running out. One of the men began losing his mind. Paranoia, fear, aggression. The Arctic didn't kill quickly. It broke you slowly. Lena became the center of their small world. They listened to her, protected her, feared losing her. But with that came dangerous tension. Everyone understood. If something went wrong, rules would disappear. The turning point that night, Ilya disappeared. Footprints led to a crack in the ice. No body was found. An accident or despair? No one knew. Now there were 3. The ending 12 days later, a reconnaissance aircraft spotted them. When the rescue team pulled them out, they asked, "How did you survive?" Lena didn't answer. She looked at the ice, calmly. almost with respect. The Arctic tested them, and not everyone was allowed to leave. As for Lena, she stepped out of the helicopter last, strong, calm, alive, and none of the men ever again claimed that survival is only about strength.